What's up guys, Horshin Val here. So today I'm going to be drawing an indoraptor and it's going to be kind of a cartoon version of it. So I did put a YouTube short on a sketch that I was going to make a video on, and Dinosaur Drawer, he guessed that it was going to be an indoraptor, which was correct, but I didn't like that sketch when I was actually trying to make the indoraptor out of it. So that's why I changed it up a little bit, and let's just get started, guys. So I'm drawing the head and the sketch for the head right now. And you can see I did erase it. And you can see the whole drawing that got erased, because I was just trying on what to do and seeing on what to do, but I couldn't get the good idea until now. And this is going to be really cartoony. And tell me if you guys like this, or if you guys want me to only do realistic, or do both cartoony and realistic. But for the indoraptor, I thought it would be way cooler if I could do it cartoonistic, because yeah, I mean, it's like a beast, and then you can express that with a lot of cartoony movements, but you can't do it with a lot of realistic stuff. So I'm just doing the sketch right now, and you can see one hand is actually on the floor. And do it just like I'm doing it there, because if you do it like that, drawing the hands and muscles is going to be really easy. So you just draw a line and only do the claws. For the other hand, just do the claws like that. And for the legs, you can see I'm just doing all the joints, and then for the end of the foot, I'm just adding, a horizontal line, because we're going to add details later. So this is the basic sketch. See, I've added the hip and the chest. Okay, and we've got the tail. The tail is actually your choice. You can have it however you want. So as I was saying, I might do coloring videos too sooner, and coloring videos for the indoraptor would look really cool too. But now I'm not, I don't have enough supplies. But if you guys would want me to do that in the future, you can also comment below. Comment down on that too, okay? So you can see, got the tail done. And we're starting with the head right now. Really focus, guys. And I might be going a little fast, but just try to follow along. So you can see that we're starting with the line for the eye, and then we're making a bump and then coming back down, and we're going back in. So that's the upper jaw, okay? And then I'm making a line there, and we're starting the lower jaw. And we're gonna make this pointy and make it come back. And don't think that it looks like a parrot and just exit out, because we're also gonna be doing the inner part of the mouth. That's why I've made it like this, okay? So the next thing we're going to be doing is drawing the inner part of the mouth and adding the teeth. Adding the teeth actually gives the drawing it gives the personality of the indoraptor. Without its teeth, the indoraptor won't look like the indoraptor. So I'm just drawing the back of the head like this and going into the neck, but the next thing we are going to be doing is the teeth. Okay, so that part of the neck, the right line is going to the shoulder like this, the hand, and then the other part of the line is going to the other hand. So I've added the nose, and it's really noisy in India, so yeah, try to adjust, guys. So you can see I've erased that circle that I've made for the head, and I've just put a bump over where the eye is going to be, and there's another bump, and then it's going down. So you can see that's the inner mouth. And now I'm adding those crooked teeth, and I'm going to zoom in right now, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to zoom in right now and show you guys. And you can see that the teeth can be crooked. One can be facing this way, one can be facing another way. I mean, it wasn't really clear in the movie, so it's actually, we can do whatever we want. So I thought of doing the indoraptor again, even after a lot of people have uploaded, and even after I've uploaded it a lot of times, I thought of doing the indorapter actually because I wanted to make like a piece of cartoony art, but there's no better dinosaur for me in my point of view than the indoraptor. So I thought, why not make a video of this? Because I'd like to get some cartoony art into my channel too. So now you can see I've added the eye socket and the breathing hole or something. I'm not sure what its name is, but I'll try to get it. And you can see I zoomed out and came back in. So now I've got to be a really attentive looker and watch what I'm doing. So I'm adding the muscles here, and you can see I'm just adding bumps from each joint to another joint. And here, be really careful. I'm doing the fingers. See? Just making a line like that, a line here, and then a line like this. See how easy that was? That's why I told you to draw the sketch for the fingers just like I did. And we're doing that finger behind it. So see how easy that ended up. And now we're going to be doing this hand. And you can see I'm just finishing off that bump where the line has ended, and then I'm going back for the next joint and doing it like this. For the fingers here, we're going to add the claw and come back, and the other two fingers are going to be behind this, so you don't have to, do much detail or add anything like that on this part, okay? So then that's the two hands. And I'm just, going with the flow. And now we're doing this leg. So for this leg, we're doing the muscles like this. Okay? That's like the thigh, and then this is the ankle coming all the way down. Like this, that's the ankle bone, and then we're coming all the way down with two lines. And then we can add the claws. So now we're doing the other leg, and we're adding the muscles. And you can see this is a technique I use. I just, draw like an oval for each of the joints and end it where the joint ends. And then for the next joint, we're going to do another oval. And that's how I get the two muscles in. And then we're doing the two lines that come down before we add the claws. And this is the tail. The tail, I said you can make it however you want. Just make it pretty, the tail has to be in the same size, and it has to be the same width as the whole body. It shouldn't be too big. That would look awkward. So you can see I've got the whole outline of the body done. And now I'm just erasing all the lines that are here, because you don't want those lines now. You'll have to add on details later. So we're going to erase those. So I'm just darkening up everything here and there. Some light touches where I think it needs some more darkness. And then we're going to just erase all these lines, all the stick figure lines, because we don't need them. Okay? So I'm just standing outside here, and yeah, it's really, really, really noisy. So, I just stopped the recording when there's some vehicle coming or something. So now you can see I'm adding the claws. And something I'll change here is where the sickle claw is, because I don't think it's here. I think it's where I did my first claw, so I'll be changing that. And you can see I did the sickle claw for that one too, that foot. So even though I'm talking, guys, when you guys think that it's important and you have to listen, just ignore what I'm talking and just follow along on what I'm doing, okay? So you can see both of those feet are done. And the next thing we're gonna do that gives the indoraptor its looks is the quills on its neck and the, kind of armor like things on its back, and the quills on its back too. So that was actually something that's really unique about the Indoraptor. And you can see I'm erasing all the lines, and I'm going over all the muscle areas and all stuff like that. Okay? So I just paused there because there was an auto, and a lot of people know it as a rickshaw, but those make loud sounds, and I don't want that in my video here. So as you can see, I've just erased everything, and I'm adding all the lines again. And it does seem like I'm repeating everything again and again in the video when you hear it all at the same time. But I'm doing that because I just want to make sure that I say all the important points. So I sometimes repeat it. Okay. And we're just going over all of the outlines and the boundary lines that we've done. Like this, we're almost done with that. And the Indoraptor looks so weird right now without anything on it. It doesn't even look like it's like weird. But now you can see we're adding the quills. See, that gives an extra look to it. So, and all these drawings that I make on my channel are my own thoughts. And I have learned a lot on perspective, and it's actually getting really easy for me. That's how I was able to even make this drawing. So yeah, I learned perspective from Beanie Draws and a lot of other channels, but he's especially put a video on that, and I've learned a lot from that and from practice, a lot of practice. All this time when I didn't upload a video, I was still practicing art, and that's when I got a lot of time to practice perspective and make drawings like this, because I don't like to copy from images unless it's just adding the details. I don't like to copy the poses. I think you get what I mean there. So yeah. And I'm adding the stripe, which is really going to indicate that, even if you couldn't find out that's the Indoraptor till now, it's really going to indicate that it's the Indoraptor after you add the stripe. And it goes all the way from the, close to the eye, I think, yes, to the end of the tail, tip of the tail, okay? And you want no gaps in between. So then I start, I'll start adding the muscle structure. And for this video, I had to do voiceover again because of the sound and all the sound here. And see, as I'm talking, it happens. Okay, so now there's just a dog barking in the background. So I think I start again, and you can see I'm adding all these details, and really pay attention, guys. What I'm doing here is on either sides of the stripe, I'm adding a little bit of shading just so that the stripe pops out, and you could, oh my gosh, you get more focus on the stripe, okay? So just follow along, and I'll have to mute for a little bit. Okay, guys, coast's clear. Now I can start talking again. So, as I was saying, I'm adding shading on either sides of the stripe so it pops out and you can see it better. Because that's something important. You want everything important in the drawing to pop out. And that's what I'm trying to do. This part's important in making it pop out. So now, as you can see, I'm adding the muscles. And I'm not going to add as much detailing and as much shading as I did for my last video, Spinosaurus, how to draw quadrupedal Spinosaurus, because that's going to take too much time. And this video is only 17 minutes, but that is like a 29 minutes and then 20 minutes. That's like 40 40 to 50 minutes long. And this is just 17 minutes long, and that's a whole video. So yeah, I don't want to add too much detailing because you want some contrast between the different types of drawings you make, and it's here that you can create that. So you can see I'm adding all the muscles again, and for the hand I'm doing it too. And you want to draw a big line like this. So we have a lot more to go actually. We have 6 more minutes, no, I mean 4 more minutes, no, 2 more minutes, yes. I wasn't able to see it. So you have 2 more minutes to go, and in this 2 more minutes, what we're going to do is add the eye, and do the shading in the head, and you can see I'm sharpening my pencil, because when you're adding details that are really small, you want to get it precise, and that's why I'm sharpening my pencil. Like that. You can change the eye if you'd like, but I didn't do that. I thought this looked good itself. And now we're adding this part for shading. And yeah. And I start off shading like that and forget to zoom out, but then I'll zoom out right now. Right now. Zoom. Yes. And I'll change the paper a bit. And just adding some shading because that leg's in the back. I'm just going with some shading on that. And this is it, guys. That's it. This is the finished product, and I'm just adding some scales that it has, the kind of armor, just a little bit. So this is it, guys. What I'm gonna do after this is just add my name and say that's an indorapter and all that. But this is basically the end of the tutorial. I really hope you guys liked it. And this is the first day of, currently, as I'm talking, this is the first day of my 3-day weekend. So, yeah, I'm happy that I was able to record a video, but I have to, think about more ideas. And I really need you guys' help. I'm sorry for that. And I really need your guys' help to give me ideas and more thoughts on what I can do, because I want to get as many videos as I can, as I said, in this 3-day weekend. So I'll finish off here and say bye to you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video as soon as possible. Bye.